We told you what was going to happen. We told you, Steph, better have your game tight because she's going to slip up. She said she wanted the meats. Okay.
You want that Arby's.
That all the meats. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she's going after right now.
Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So welcome to the first Conscious by Nature, where we talk about it because we live it and we understand it because we've been there before. Zoom show.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. In the building, most definitely, from his study, the scholar D. Lamar.
Peace.
The infamous one.
Yes, sir.
And we have Tyson Porter, the genius, in from somewhere sunny.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just in the cut, somewhere in the cut.
This man is in Aruba. Don't let him go.
His area is 51. So we actually don't know where he's at. What's going on, fellas, man? Due to busy lifestyles, you know what I'm saying? Don't none of us got that 25, 19, 72, 85. None of us got none of that. Just busy lifestyles. Zoom today. So first time out here. What y'all feel about that?
Man, it's a good look, man. You know what I'm saying? So we just keep the party rolling. That's all we do.
Oh yeah, man. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta always try to enhance your craft. We always say iron sharpens iron. That's what we do always, and that's what we do with this show. Mm-hmm. So you see the advancements we going forward.
Always getting better. So stepped up, got some USB mics as well as our XLR mics for the studio. So we appreciate everybody who's purchasing Conscious by Nature apparel. None of us take any of the money. All of it goes back into the show. Or if we have anything left over, goes to donations, so to charity. So we personally don't take any money out of this pot. You know what I mean? It all goes back into the show, into what we got going on. Absolutely. But with that being said, we still got a show to put on, man. So topic.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Steph Curry, Ayesha Curry, back in the limelight again.
Oh man.
Now, word is on the street, allegedly, is they have an open relationship, an open marriage. You know what I'm saying? With side hookups, the report says.
Sheesh.
Now, come on. Now, didn't we tell you? We told you what was going to happen. We told you, Steph, better have your game tight because she's going to slip up. She said she wanted the meats. Okay.
You want that Arby's.
That all the meats. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she's going after right now. You know what I'm saying? Open hookups, side hookups. Come on now. So my question is this, fellas. Is an open marriage actually really good? Is it really beneficial to have an open marriage?
So listen, man. First, let me speak on them. Okay. Now, what was that? 2019. That's when you hear about Ayesha saying that she started feeling insecure because more women were hitting on her husband and her, and she would entertain, some being hit on by men, pretty much, which I thought was a silly statement to make if you're in a loving marriage and relationship publicly, but that seems to be what people do today. And we know she was on the red table when she said that. So where'd that take you? As we know all this about Jada's ass now, right? And you see what the open marriage has gotten them. But personally, and I think we've talked about this on other shows, it's about how it is from the door. Honesty up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have that conversation up front, then maybe you can withstand the things that come with other people infiltrating your marriage or getting all up in your wife or your husband or whatever. I mean, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I can't see my queen getting slaved by somebody else. I can't. And personally, I can't say that my wife should be able to deal with me doing the same. See, but from the door, it was strictly a monogamous relationship, a monogamous marriage. It wasn't open. They're entertaining these things, and she seemed to already want attention. So I think that it's going to ruin their marriage, man.
Man, you know what? Shit, I don't know. You know, this is what. See, I'm gonna tell you what. This is exactly why men don't want their wives and women hanging out with their whole friends, because this type of shit is what happens. So you a good woman, you go out, you kick it, you're always with your whole friends, you got whole influence. You understand? That's the same thing that goes when you are married man and you go out with your single homeboys. You have whole influence. So, you know, a weak bitch such as this, when influenced, is easily influenced by her girls. So this is what happens. You sit on the table and you look at all these women and that's been actresses and been married and they talking about open marriages and this and that. And you go home with this bullshit because you want to entertain somebody in your DM. You know what I'm saying? You want to entertain somebody that's hitting on you. So now you go home with this bullshit to your husband. See, this is exactly why she'd be like, man, I don't want you hanging out with her because she a hoe. I'm like, why? That's my friend. Like, because she a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And hoes put you in hoe positions. And this is exactly what
Holy moly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? This is what men talk about all the time. Like, that's why I don't want you hanging out with her. That's why I want you kicking it with her. And now you get this type of shit right here, man. You know what I'm saying? My thing to Steph, man, I'm just gonna be like, fam, just hit threes. Hit threes on the court, hit threes off the court. You know what I'm saying? Triple down on them.
Man, but listen here, Steph, you better get your money tight. Guaranteed, you heard it here. And I'm always keeping it 100 with you. She coming for the bread in a couple of years when she divorce your ass.
Can't.
Right? And them California laws? Can't. She getting the bread because they got the kids.
Yeah, I hear you. But like the truth is, if they come out with this open marriage, but is it really him or is it her that wants it? You know what I'm saying? And then if we go to the divorce, I'm gonna be like, man, she wasn't nothing but a cheating hoe. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I mean, you know what? It's good because you just brought something to my attention. You said, who wanted the marriage? Who wanted it, right? Because when we listen and look at Will and Jada, I don't think Will really wanted that. I think she wanted it, and then he went along with it. I mean, the way when I listen to this man talk, I'm telling you, like how emotional he is, you know, and all of these things. He seems like the person, as far as Will Smith, that had the problems with his emotions and insecurities and all of that. She seems to know what she wants.
See, this is the thing, though, but because, like, at the end of the day, men are less in control of their emotions than women. So, like, for instance, we can't.
I agree. I disagree. But
we can't handle shit the way they handle shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? A man cheating, a woman forget over and over. A woman cheating, it's like, yeah. Unless you may be like a beta or you know what I'm saying, a soft man to just allow somebody to walk all on you. No alpha man or stand up true man is going to allow his woman to just get stabbed down. You know what I'm saying? So like, and women control their emotions and relationships and cheating. Yeah, they blow up. Yeah, they got a lot more, but they in control. Like, nigga, when men break, we break. Women hold a lot more shit. So I can understand how each woman would allow her man to go out and have that shit, and why a man wouldn't, because like we always talk about, sex is also a pride thing too for men. So
I agree with that right there. Once you spent it all the way around, yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
I believe that women are far more emotional creatures, but when it comes to infidelity, no way. A man can't have
they have more emotions, but they have more control over them. Like, we are less emotional, but we don't control our emotions. Our anger gets the best of us, or when we sad and hurt, like that shit breaks us. Like, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot more to break a woman.
Okay.
You know what else I wanted to hit on too? When Ayesha spoke about her insecurities, and when you said like you got a whole friend, or like I said, it goes both ways, because women say that if you were married or you're in a relationship that's exclusive, don't go with him. Some of them are like that. You know what I mean? So I think it comes down to that person's weakness. She's weak for talking about how insecure she is, and she couldn't even deal with people not hitting on her. Like, what? Really? You know what I mean? So yeah, you might go out with somebody and give up the draws real quick because you're weak, because your mind is weak. You know, once I commit myself, my weakness is gone. Like, I played the field. Now I want this. You know what I mean? So I can go out with whoever the hell my friend is and not want to do something because I'm already committed. My mind is like still at that point.
Exactly.
That's what commitment means.
Yeah.
And
that's what I was speaking on, the betas, those, you know what I'm saying, easily influenced. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go out and you gotta have 10 shots and you gotta mingle with women and you gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to. You can kick it, but you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But a man knows what type of woman he has.
Straight up.
So he knows if she can be easily influenced or not. You know what I mean? So like, that's part of it.
Yeah. On a different level though, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about like soul ties, you know what I'm saying? When you allow different sexual partners, you know what I'm saying, up in your lady or vice versa,
energy.
and you bring it in the soul ties, man, and that starts fucking with the DNA.
No doubt.
You feel me? You know, so that's why I'm always sketchy about that, man. You know, personally, I'm not getting married if I want to be out here banging other women. I'm not going to put my finances and my shit in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? If she want to go left, you feel me? So,
you know,
but to each his own.
That's exactly what I was going to say. They've been married. Who knows? You know, people get together and been together 20 years and then maybe decide to do some shit like that. But, you know, at the same time, when you committed, and there's different levels of commitment and shit that we see nowadays and shit. So, you know, you was talking about divorce and her coming for the bread, but like at the end of the day, when you got your cake and eat it too, like, why would you divorce that? You know what I mean? It's more money to stay in it than it is to leave it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a better lifestyle. It's more conducive. Everything is, you know,
well,
you got what you want.
I would say some of these women now, man, dog, and it goes back to me not trusting them for real. But you know what I'm saying? They like, okay, I can have this, all the meats, okay, over here, get his money, and still live the lifestyle that I actually was living. You see, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women are doing that, man. You know, cat like Jeff Bezos, billionaire.
Oh yeah,
his wife dipped out.
Bill Gates.
You know what I'm saying? Bill Gates' wife dipped out. I mean, man, I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? They dip. You know, but whatever, man. Whatever y'all they relationship is, if that's how they want to get it, all right, cool. But just protect yourself, Steph.
How? It's over with. You married. You got kids. Ain't no protection.
He's been with her since they was 15 years old.
Right. So you know she want more meats.
Yeah.
You know she want more meats. You
She
know
has
what I'm
not
saying?
seen the meat collection.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
no.
I want they should get meats in her DM. She like, yeah, I want meats.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, back to you. I remember you saying this. That was a poor red table. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, you got Jada, you got the mama.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Jada's mama's in there. The kids is up in that. Man, that was oh man, that round table was terrible.
That's
and you
what
see
I'm
what has
saying.
happened.
They had
The influence
Steph Curry's girlfriend.
The Curry been messing with the tight end for Mama Curry been messing with the tight end for 20 years behind Daddy back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to wonder.
Mm.
I was looking at Dale the other day, man, when Steph broke the record. And I was just like, damn, Dale.
Man, shout out to Dale Curry, man.
He had
Right,
to be there.
Living that free agent lifestyle.
Man,
you saw
I know it's got you saw the flicks. You saw the you talk about knocking down threes. He's still knocking down threes.
He had 3 in the picture.
Shut up.
Still hitting threes, baby.
Threes run deep in the family.
Wow, man.
Yeah. All right, man. We're gonna move on with that, man. That was good, man. That's nice.
Yeah.
We got something else on tap.
Oh man. So Coach Prime, JSU. Man, Jackson State, we got to give it up for Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
They just locked down the #1 football recruit in the country. And when we talk about, and we spoke about how the power of bringing Black culture in the colleges, in the programs, and growing ourselves, he's been the prime example, right?
Mm-hmm.
It don't get no bigger than that. You got the #1 football recruit. They won. They didn't win. They won. They went to the bowl game, but they won the championship in their conference. He won Coach of the Year. Like, we got guys like Snoop, Jamie Foxx, all the other celebrities that are Black and big up in positive Black culture, giving shout outs to him for that. Man, they could go anywhere right now with it. This is what we want. We want our young, Black, athletic minds going to HBCUs and not these other schools, bringing money there so that we can think it's cool again. Black is cool. That's what's in. So what y'all got to think about that, man? That was like the biggest story to me recently.
What you got, man?
I'm on the fence about this. You know what I'm saying? Being that Prime is a former Florida State alumni, the #1 recruit flipped from Florida State to go to Jacksonville State. Like I was like, when I seen it, I was heartbroken. Okay, because I'm a Florida State fan. So I'm like, oh damn, we got stabbed by one of our own. But it's like, I love it. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it is what we always talk about on the show, and it's good for us. So I was telling my wife, like, man, we just lost the #1 recruit to Deion. Like, I'm a fan of Florida State because of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I love me some Prime. You know what I'm saying? So, favorite player all time for real. Like, it was a hard pill to swallow, but at the same time, like, that's what's up. You know what I mean? That just big up to that conference, and you know, hopefully that can produce some recruits for Eddie George.
Come on now.
And produce some more recruits for coaches in that conference to want to compete. You know what I mean? Because when you get an athletic player like that's at the highest level, he's going to make people around him better. He's going to make people work harder. He's going to make people faster. He's just going to elevate the program. So hopefully he can get some more recruits to follow that up. And also big up to Eddie George in that conference too, coach in Middle Tennessee State. So like, hopefully he can snatch up some recruits and they can really do their thing together. So yeah, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little hurt, but I'm all for it, man, for what's going on, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, that's a big time move, and it takes just one.
Yeah,
right? It just takes one. And he was the individual that said, you know what, I want to go to these HBCUs and see if I can make change happen. Right. So he did. He absolutely did that. He made change. He influenced other people like Eddie George, like Hugh Jackson, who just went to Grambling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you see the things are starting to happen, right? The impact was instant, right? They were what 12-1, 11-1, or something like that, 11-2, or whatever you count that bowl game. You know what I'm saying? So, big ups to him and big ups to the young man who decided, you know what? I don't need to go to FSU. I'm gonna go over here and see what this HBCU talking about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter, yes. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to him for making that happen for himself and giving him an opportunity to see what that life is about. And if you're trying to get to the league and you a cornerback, you got the GOAT of all GOAT cornerbacks coaching you.
Come on now.
Come on, man. It gets no better. You know what I'm saying? If he's a coach and he's coming into my living room, ain't nan white coach could come in and talk to me about my position. I'm hearing it from the GOAT of all GOATs, Deion Sanders. I'm going to his school. Straight up, straight like that.
So if you want to talk about symbolism, right? All season, I see the Aflac commercials. My boy Prime with Nick Saban, right? And every time I see those commercials, I'm like, man, I hope they have a good season. Because you ever see that commercial? He was like, hey, how I get one of those jackets just like you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you know what? And they really start running that commercial. After that, we had reported on that little incident where the reporter disrespected Coach Prime and kept calling him Deion and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you don't call Coach Saban Nick. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, you know what I'm saying? I felt like him walking out on that just garnered more respect because at the same time, they always watch coaches pop off. But like this young reporter looking to make a name for himself, probably fired by now somewhere, disrespecting the coach of the year, picking in the number one recruit. And now he on there doing jackets with doing commercials with Coach Saban, and Coach Saban is calling him Coach Prime. Coach, hey coach, hey coach, hey coach. You know what I'm saying? You dumbass reporter ain't got enough respect to call this man coach. Good for you. So yeah, I'm all in on the Aflac commercials because that mean a lot. That elevates Prime from that player to demanding that respect as a coach. So I'm all for it.
Hey Ty.
Yeah.
So you had some information you was talking to me about Master P's son.
Yeah, so Master P's son just recently came out and they decided to get up out of the HBCUs because of lack of funding. Now, I'm not familiar what school his son was going to, right? But you would think that at the height of this movement, where everybody's like, okay, HBCUs are cool, to pull your son out of it, it's like, it leaves me scratching my head a little bit. Like, what's up, P?
Excuse me. If the school has lack of funding and your son goes there, why don't you just buy the uniforms, coach? I mean, P. I don't understand what the fuck's going on.
I mean,
I'm confused. I'm confused because if I'm him and my son goes there and he plays and he's a starter and he's a baller, and I believe like I'm a front to bill for some of this shit. I mean, they got boosters. Like, see, this is a prime example of what I'm talking about, and this is where we miss as Black people. P, you could be the number one booster there. White people do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like their kids played 20 years ago and they still are the number one booster, the number one donator. Like
they don't stop giving money because their kids gone.
No, like you could actually be that guy and set that example and make that booster program and make that program. You have an opportunity to make that program for them.
Right.
You understand? Not as a coach, but as an outside influencer. Still Black power, showing different levels of it. We got coaches now. We got a number one booster influencer back in this school. Like it would show more than pulling him out. So I thought he could have went about it a different way.
I like that. I like that take right there, champ. Because, like I say, if lack of funding is the reason, then that take is perfect. Yeah, I mean, we want to support HBCUs. There had to be a reason because I got mad respect for P. He's Black business owner, been about his business. Everything that he's been pushing forward has been about independence and Black business and positivity. That's all I see from him now. So when I heard his son was at the HBCU, that my reasoning was like, yep, he wants to keep it in the family, the black family. So if there was a lack of funding, just like the champ said, like, help out. We trying to build something here, something that's bigger than just a couple of us, right? That's what Prime is doing. He did that. He's building something that's bigger than just him. He knows his reasoning. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna jumpstart this thing with my name, with my pool. The fact that I've been coaching kids for years, winning things, and I'm gonna bring it right here. These same kids that I was coaching to Little League is now this same age here, and I can still read their minds. I can still give to them. And he's done everything that he can out of his pocket. I mean, do you see JSU's locker room? That shit look like FSU locker room. That shit look like that.
You think JSU paid for that locker room?
Hell no, he paid for that.
Thank you.
He said it himself.
That's what I'm saying. So that's my riff with the P situation. If you pulled him for lack of funding, like fam, lace the locker room, be the number one booster, start a foundation, get more black business owners to throw down with you on this
Master P is such a smart businessman. Besides his clothing line and everything, and we know what he did with No Limit to get his millions, right? Mm-hmm. Do you remember when he had a school? He had a school. They were given laptops, and they had an online school that made so much bread. A lot of people don't remember that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And Romeo was part of that. He was even doing the advertising and marketing.
Oh, I remember. Yep. I remember that.
Like, he could help. He don't got to pull him out. It's like, if that's the reason, then why? But if there's something else, tell me. I can understand if the school is fucking up and they ain't doing right, and there's a lot of other things in play, and you want to move them to another black school, fine. Mm-hmm. But let's quit giving our money to these white schools. Right now, we're conscious. Mm-hmm. And just like earlier when you was like, man, it hurts to hear Travis Hunter, number one recruit, not from FSU. Yeah, I would have felt your same pain if that kid was going to Florida. You know what I mean? But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, Florida don't care about me. But that's all we've known. Mm-hmm. And even we didn't have a love for no HBCUs. On all of us coming up, we didn't say, man, I want to go to this school, because that wasn't what's in us. It's not what's pushed. It's not what's advertised. It's not what's known as the way for an athlete to go to a black school. And that has to change. That's the reason why we're doing it. They making all this money off of our young black men and women, and taking all that money, and you hurt yourself and get the hell out of here. Or go on to the league and we still making money off your name. And they don't care about you. You go to that black school, it's more of an opportunity for them to care about you because they know where you're from. You know, they know what you're about. They understand what it takes because they black. And the only reason we got to have division in black, and they don't call them white schools, but they are, is because they chose to make a division in this black and white, and systemic racism continues to make it something that pervades our everyday life. And they don't understand that because they're in control of it.
Facts. That's it.
So that's why you got HBCUs. HBCU wouldn't exist if segregation never happened. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't even exist. If you treated us as equals from day one, they would just be schools. If you didn't, do predatory lending and housing against minorities and black and brown people, there wouldn't be grants and shit for that and litigation. You make a difference. Now we got to pull ourselves up out of it. We got schools that are closing. We got HBCUs that are struggling. He's saying struggling for funding, are struggling because they can't get money. How come the federal government isn't giving more money to those schools? Because they don't care. We have to care.
That's facts. And that's why his influential power is key right there. Don't let me, listen, if he moves his son off to like an Auburn or Michigan or whatever, I'm going to look at you off brand. I really am. Like, yo, man, you had an opportunity to really put your stake down in this and you got out, so, we'll keep an eye on that, man. But again, shout out to Prime. Yes. Shout out to the young man who decided to rock with Prime and all the young men who are deciding to go to HBCUs and make that happen for themselves, man. Respect.
hey, let's get a basketball school. You know what I'm saying? Because we run all the sports. You know what I'm saying? Duke and Kansas and North Carolina, they shouldn't be the ones.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't be. I mean, if you get just get 5 recruits, man, there won't be nobody winning but that school if you just get like 2 or 3 top recruits. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, Kentucky, all those kids go to Kentucky, Duke, Kansas.
See, now that part is going to be very difficult, right? Because in football, you got to stay 3 years. Basketball, you have that one shot. And so, right now, college basketball is king, because you can be seen on ESPN, CBS. I don't know if you can be seen like that in basketball for HBCUs just yet.
You know what, though? I think it's more important because if your school is good enough, they can make the tournament in basketball, just like that.
That's true.
All they got to do is be good enough.
Yeah.
Well, we know Western Kentucky beat Kentucky, right? Or Western Texas. What was that? Texas North? Who beat Pat Riley's Kentucky team, that all-black school? They had a movie about it.
Yeah, man.
It's sketchy right now. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I forgot the name of the movie, and I actually forgot the team. I think was it Texas team? Was it West Texas or something like that?
Something like that.
But anyways, it escapes me. Sorry about that. But yeah, I feel you, D, with the basketball. Good session today, man.
God damn it! God damn!
Man, zoom in, man. Cats got their dogs and shit, man. That would never happen in the studio.
All to the good, man. We are off to occasion.
Oh yeah, man. So is that it, man? So if that's it, man. Tyson Porter, take me up top, man.
Yeah, man. Real quick, I want to say rest in peace, man, to one of the longtime family friends, brother Wingfield, man, the Wingfield family, man. My prayers are with you at this time, and just keep your heads up. Just keep your heads up. And for everybody else, man, we thank you for guys joining us in this new experience that we're doing with the Zoom. Look for this continue to happen in the future. But as always, we'll be back next week.
D. Lamore, take me up top.
Hey, man, if you're hearing the sound of my voice, please like, subscribe, follow. We love doing this thing. We love giving it to you every week. You're going to see a lot more shows. It's a new year coming up. We ain't going to hit on everything right now, but it's a new year, and we love you.
So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our first Zoom show. It was fun and actually a really good experience. We will still be shooting our regular scheduled program shows. This year we'll be probably providing a lot more content. We plan on working on like breaking stories, so things that hit that are very hot, we will get on and Zoom talk about it and post it immediately as soon as we can, so we can just have that content for you guys and hear your discussions. And then a lot shorter shows, get some more comments and have some more open discussions. So we really appreciate it. Also look for a lot more guests coming in on Zoom. So if you haven't already, ConsciousByNature apparel.org, please get yours. ConsciousByNature gear. So that is a wrap from the champ, from the scholar, from the genius. It's another episode of Conscious by Nature. Stay conscious, everybody. Peace.